What's going on, masculine family? Okay, so judging by the title alone of this video, Scared to Leave You for Another Guy, What You Fear, You Attract by Chris Canwell. It's been a little while since I did a reaction video. But, so this is something actually I learned from Corey Wayne when I was learning all this shit ages ago. Like, about fear and shit like that. And if you look right here, where my finger is pointing, that is the the chart of truth and justice, and it talks about the fear, all the emotions like fear, grief, anxiety, stuff like that, right? So this is something that I've actually applied to my life to change the entire direction of where my life is headed. I used to be fearful of certain things which would stop me from taking action, and the only thing that matters is action, right? I learned that what other people think doesn't matter, right? What I do matters, and what I do to give and to provide value matters, right? So a lot of people are stuck in fear. I have a lot of people that approach me and they're like, how do I start a YouTube channel? How do I start doing what you do? How do I, do blogs, and how do I make multiple six figures? How do I do this? How do I do that? Right? And I'm like, bro, like you just have to take a lot of action, but you have to understand your inputs. So fear stops you from seeing and taking action on even understanding what inputs are going to give you what outputs. Okay. So for example, one YouTube video can give you massive output, right? But playing video games, excuse me, gets you zero output from the input that you put into it in terms of what it's trying to do and what you're trying to get out of life, right? So yeah, of course you need to have fun in life, but like, where are you, right? If you're in a good spot in life, then of course you can, fuck around a little bit. But if you're struggling, especially with women and relationships and dating and all that stuff, money, you should be spending no time doing anything else but grinding, okay? And of course, like, a lot of people don't know where to look. Hire a mentor. It doesn't have to be me. I don't give a fuck who it is. It can be Chris. It can be whoever. But you want to find somebody who's walked the path that you want to walk, and they will guide you. Some of them don't want to coach people because they're focused on their craft so much now, right? So anyway, let's continue. Let's get started with this video.
Hey, so in this video, I'm going to talk about if your girlfriend likes another guy, the girl you're dating likes another guy, or she tells you that she likes another guy, how do you deal with a situation the right way to make sure that she doesn't go off with him and she stays with you? I'm going to go through an email from a reader and we'll talk about this in more detail. So he kicks off. Hi, Chris. I love my girlfriend so much and she loves me as well. We have been in a relationship for about 3 years, but she's told me that she has fallen in love with another guy. If she really loves you, I don't think she's going to fall in love with another guy. And plus,
facts. That's exactly what I said to myself just now. Yes, she's not going to just jump into. Basically, women who are super, super into the guy that they're with aren't looking outwards for other guys. They're enamored with you. They're attached to you. They're blowing up your phone. So along the way somewhere, she lost attraction for this guy enough where she was going to start looking elsewhere.
Plus, if she's just met a guy, she's not in love with him. It's probably lust. It's probably attraction. It's not love. That takes a lot longer to develop. I tried to force her to be with me again, but it didn't work. I texted her all the time. We had sex many times, but the last time was about 6 months ago. So there's a red flag right there. If a girl shut off sex, if she stopped sleeping with you 6 months ago, that tells you that the attraction was already fading. She was already losing interest in you. If you didn't see that red flag, it's only a matter of time before she pulls away completely and she finds somebody else. So the mistakes were made before she met this other person. Continues, she is working on her master's degree and it seems that she has fallen for one of her classmates. I admit that I was a needy guy. I used to call her all the time because I was afraid that something like this would happen. Is there...
Dude, that is most guys that reach out to me. Just try, because they're trying so hard to not have whatever they're afraid of happen, right? So they'll be like, oh, like, Kyle, like, so this guy right here said to Chris, I've been a bit needy. A lot of guys try not to even admit that to me during a phone call. They'll be like, "Oh no, I wasn't really needy," and I'm okay. Like, show me some text messages between you. And some guys don't even know that they're even being needy. It's amazing how little guys know about attraction at all. So my book is actually pretty much done. It just needs editing. So this is going to be in my book. Okay, the attraction stuff and breakup stuff. So it's 100% necessary for you guys to understand attraction first. Keeping a woman in your life is probably the biggest issue that guys have when they come to me and when they do coaching. They don't know how to sustain attraction over time. They don't know how to stop being needy, especially when guys fall in love. When guys fall in love, they get so goofy and stupid and start chasing and pursuing and texting, calling all the time, just like this guy. And all you need to do is, basically, guys think that they always need to be doing something, right? They always need to be taking some sort of action, right? So a lot of guys will get caught up in, okay, if we're not seeing each other, then she's not falling in love with me more. When in fact, if you just inject some space into your relationship and let her wonder about you, for fuck's sake, then of course eventually she's going to be like, okay, I've been thinking, where is he? What's he up to? And she reaches out to you, feminine energy. She reaches out to you, wanting to connect with you. But some guys some guys' self-esteem is so low that they don't know how to pull away and pull back because they're afraid of what will happen if he does that. When in fact, actually, it's a better thing for you to do because, again, first of all, most guys don't know how to pull back. So if you can pull back, it makes you stand out, right? So,
is there any chance that she will come back to me? Please help. Well, what you fear, you attract. If you're scared that a woman will leave you, she will leave you. If you're scared that she'll meet another guy, she'll probably meet another guy. It's those things that we're scared of that will usually happen because we end up talking about it. We end up showing that we're insecure about it. You know, you get jealous, you get needy, you get desperate to keep her and to control her. So if you're calling her because you're scared that she's going to go off and meet somebody else, you're pushing her away to somebody else. You're telling her that you're not good enough for her. You don't think you can keep her. You're low value. So if a woman feels that, she is going to lose attraction for you. And so what you've been doing up until this point, if you're in the situation where your girl is off with another guy or she's losing interest in you and she's talking about somebody else, what you've done to this point has pushed her away. So you have to change your behavior. You change your behavior, you get a different reaction, a completely different reaction. As Einstein says, if you keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect to get a different result, that's a definition of insanity. So you have to change what you're doing to get a different result. If you've been needy, you have to go the opposite way. So if you were needy, desperate, calling her all the time, do the opposite. And you will get a different result. She will come to you, she will start to focus on you and take her attention off that other person because she will see the behavior change and that will make you more attractive. I highly recommend you get a copy of my guide, the Get Her Back Action Plan. It will show you everything you need to do to maintain attraction, maintain that masculine-feminine polarity, and to keep her interested in you. You can pick up your copy today by clicking on the link below. And don't forget I do Skype, phone, and email consultations. You can book a consultation with me on my website, developattraction.com.
Attraction is, like, I see it every single day. I do a call probably every day, at least, sometimes 2 a day. After like, 3-4 years of doing it, I see the same patterns, just like them. I see the same patterns. And these guys are so focused on women and so focused on girls and what their girls are doing. And I see so many guys wasting their potential of what they could do with their lives because they're so fucking focused on a girl. Guys, just don't be needy. Like, have a plan for your life. Okay, many of you guys are missing this. I'd say like probably 80% of you, at least the guys who call me, they're missing this from their lives. They're missing some sort of mission, right? And we all know like mission and purpose. You guys hear that in every fucking video these days, but it's true. I mean, like it started to sound cliche, but it's fucking true. Having something that you focus on, like I focus on my business every day. That helps me stay away from stupid shit that doesn't move the needle in my life. Okay? So if you set a goal, what do you have to do to achieve and attain that goal? And if you're not doing that thing to achieve that goal, then what the fuck are you doing, right? And a lot of guys will put their focus into girls because they're so attached to how that girl makes him feel, and he doesn't know how to control himself. So it's amazing. It's amazing what guys will do to try to keep a relationship. They'll make themselves look like punks. You know, just simps, you know. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Done.